Hey, what's up, everybody? It's David Book from GetRealRightNow.com here with you today, and I want to talk to you guys about how to get more laser-targeted Twitter followers in just 15 minutes a day. And I want to show you the tool that I use to increase my Twitter following and to increase the amount of relativity and engagement that I have with the people whom follow me and those that I follow on Twitter. So the tool that I use is called CrowdFire App, and you can find it at crowdfireapp.com. There's also an app, of course, that you can put on your smartphone. I tend to use this on my desktop because this is where I do most of my work. So we're just going to jump right in. I'll show you how this works, and you can get the app for yourself, and you can be off and running building your Twitter following. Okay, so we're inside the CrowdFire app here, and first thing I want to do is show you the section about non-followers. Okay, so this is when you click this button over here, non-followers, it's going to populate a list of people whom you follow on Twitter, but whom they do not follow you back. Okay, so you've shown interest in them, you've followed them, maybe you've engaged with their stuff a little bit, and they haven't noticed you, they haven't followed you back. So this will allow you to see those people. It will also allow you to unfollow them right here from the app by clicking this little red minus button here. And it's important to come in here and unfollow people who are not following you back, because Twitter gives you a hard cap at 2,000 people that you follow. Once you follow 2,000 people on Twitter, you're not going to be allowed to follow more people until you increase the people who follow you in a ratio that Twitter decides is good. So like, if you're following 2,000 people, you're probably going to need to follow to have 16, 17, 1,800 people follow you back in order for Twitter to remove that hard cap and to let you go over the 2,000 follower limit. So it's important to make sure that you're following relevant people who are engaged and active with you and your brand on Twitter. If they're not, unfollow them, because once you hit that 2,000 follower mark, you can't follow anymore. So if you find somebody that's relevant to your niche, somebody who could be an asset to your business, somebody who has really good content, you're not going to be able to follow them because you're at the cap, right? So you want to unfollow people who are not relevant. All right, so you can come in here and do that inside of the non-followers navigation button here inside the CrowdFire app. Okay, unfollow people who are not following you, who are not relevant to what you're talking about. Okay, all right. Next thing that I use on a daily basis is the recent followers. Okay, people come follow me on my Twitter account, and you can see that inside of Twitter, of course. When you get your notifications, they'll say who's followed you, whatnot. But this will allow you to see a little bit more about them, and it will allow you to follow those people if you haven't followed them already. So I've actually done this today already a little bit. I said this Crave Local followed me today. But I checked out their blog, I checked out what they're doing. Yes, they have tons of followers, tons of tweets, tons of engagement, but they are not talking about anything that's relevant to what I want to be talking about, which is, blogging, marketing, home business, dream lifestyle, marketing tips, that kind of stuff. This is not relevant to what I'm talking about, so I'm not going to follow them back. Sorry, Crave Local, I'm sure you guys are doing great things, but I'm not going to follow you. Cruise down, you can see who's following you, and you can follow them back if you like. Pretty cool tool. Alright, second thing is inactive following. Actually, it's going to be the third thing, really. When you hit the button on the left that says inactive following, it's going to populate a list for you of people who are following you that are not active. Right? Pretty simple. So it's going to show you how long they've been inactive for, and then it's going to give you the option to unfollow them. I don't have any inactive followers because I'm pretty up to date, and I keep on top of this stuff. I don't want to follow people who are not active. So if you've been inactive for a month or more on Twitter, I'm going to unfollow you, and this app, CrowdFire app, is going to allow me to search based off of how long you've been inactive. So it really makes no sense to follow somebody who's not on Twitter, who's not engaging, who's not reading, who's not tweeting, who's not being part of the community. So throw them out the window, right? Sorry guys, if you're off of Twitter for more than a month, I'm done with you. Bye-bye. All right, so let's see. Next thing I'll talk about is copying followers. This is where this tool starts to get really powerful. Okay, so what I've done here is I've gone out and I've found people inside of my niche who are on Twitter and who are very engaged and who put out really awesome content, and also accounts that have large amounts of followers. Okay, because the goal is really to follow a big account and to engage with them and to start interacting with some of their content, some of their tweets, retweet their stuff, favorite their stuff, get your name into their radar so that they can see you. And then the end goal would be to get them to retweet or engage with some of your content so that some of their 145,000 followers can see what you're doing. The moment you get a retweet from somebody with a huge account like this, your traffic's going to skyrocket. You're going to get tons more followers, and if you're sending people to a blog or a website off of Twitter, you're going to get a lot of traffic that way too. So I've come in here and I found Neil Patel. He's one of my idols. He's a huge blogger. He knows tons of stuff about on the technical side of blogging. He started a couple companies that have to do with measuring your metrics, your traffic, split testing, optimizing your blog and your website and the marketing that you do. So I'm going to take Neil Patel's username here. I'm going to copy that bad boy and come back over here to the copy followers section of the CrowdFire app. Pop that in there, hit enter. It's going to populate a list of all people who follow Neil Patel. Right? So I can come in here and I can follow people who are following Neil and who are also relevant to my niche. Right? So I'm looking in here, I'm looking for people who are bloggers, people who are interested in marketing, and people that are in the same space that I am. Right? I'm also looking for ones that have quite a few followers too. It's kind of a waste of time, I think, to mess around with people that have 500 followers or less, because the leverage that you're going to be able to get from them is not going to be all that great. Alright, so yeah, you just come in here and follow the people that you want to follow. I'm not going to take too much time to show you how to do all that stuff. But so I've come in and I found 5 authorities in the blogging, marketing, online business space, and I take their usernames, I copy them into the CrowdFire app, and then I start copying their followers. And I do that every single day. It's part of my 15-minute routine, and I'm steadily growing a following of highly relevant, engaged people on Twitter. I come in and I copy Amy Schmittauer's, some of her followers also. She's got a website at savvysexysocial.com, and I would definitely suggest getting in and checking out some of the stuff that she's doing. She's a video blogger, has got some really awesome content going on. Gary Vaynerchuk, if you haven't heard of him, you live under a rock. You need to move your rock and get out into the world and go check out Gary Vaynerchuk. He's awesome. He's got super relevant content to blogging, marketing, business. He also talks about some other stuff: wine, football, different things. But if you haven't checked out Gary Vee, go check him out. David Wood, I copy a lot of his followers as well. He's the founder of a company called the Empowered Network, which has done ridiculous amounts of revenue in the last 3 years, since 4 years actually, since their inception. And he's got amazing stuff to say, and he's got a huge following. Well, not as huge as Gary Vaynerchuk or Michael Hyatt, but he does have a large following, 18,000 people. That's worth getting in from. So I'll copy his followers as well. All right, last thing I want to talk about is the keyword follow tool here. And you can use keywords, you can use hashtags, and it will find and sort people for you who are on Twitter that you can follow who are interested in those hashtags or those keywords. Like, we're pretty self-explanatory. You cruise down and you read some of these descriptions. Like this guy here, he's got a blog. Like, see that? He's got 2 blogs actually. So I'm going to follow that guy. And you just do this on the way down. Yeah, this will take a few minutes, if you want to get the really relevant people to your niche, but it's absolutely worth it, right? Because you're going to be building that following of relevant, highly engaged people. All right, last thing I want to show you here is the automatic direct message reply feature inside of CrowdFire app. Okay, if you're using the free version, it's the CrowdFire app is going to put this little ending on your direct messages, okay, which I don't find is really that big of a deal. But the idea here is that when somebody follows you, CrowdFire is going to send them an automated direct message. And the strategy that I use here is I'm want to provide serious value, and I want to be of help and support to my new followers. So instead of saying, hey, thanks for following me, go visit my website, I'd rather start building a relationship with them without being kind of pushy and trying to send them to a place where I want them to buy something. So what I say is, hi there, thanks for the follow. So do you have a blog or a Facebook page that I can help support? Let me know. And this automatic reply gets so many engagements back to me. And it's really cool because you can start building that relationship right away. Because if you pay attention, most people on Twitter, they are trying to get you to go buy something. They're trying to get you to check out their app, their web page, or whatever. And this kind of throws people off when you immediately offer them value and support to what they're doing. It makes it really shows that you're interested in what they're doing, and it shows that you have a heart and you're willing to help them out a bit. And so I've created so many relationships on Twitter from this direct message reply, and CrowdFire does that automatically for me, which is super cool. So if you come in here and you look at my messages, right? Here's a perfect example. I just got this, okay? So my CrowdFire, this Jeremy Murphy guy, he followed me. CrowdFire sent out the automatic direct message, and I get a reply. 6 minutes after that automatic message went out. So, hey David, thanks for following me and connecting. Yes, my blog is runninggrooveshark.com, and my Facebook page is Running Groove Shark on Facebook, right? So he's stoked that I'm going to help him out, right? So I'm going to go visit his blog. I'm going to go visit his Facebook page. I'm going to like both of them. I might share something from his blog if he's got some good content. I want to provide value to my new Twitter follower here so that he will engage with me and stay with me for the duration of my Twitter profile, which is really cool. So you want to offer value right up front. You want to engage with people. You want to create that personal relationship, and CrowdFire helps you do that. So that's about it for the CrowdFire app today, guys. I hope that this tool and this video has brought some value to your business, to your marketing, to your blogging, to your tweeting, right? My goal really is just to show you what I do, to be able to build a business, to build a blog, to make some money online, and to be able to do the different things that come with that. And the CrowdFire app is super huge when it comes to Twitter and building that relevant, highly engaged following. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go for today. If you guys got any questions, concerns, comments, replies, thoughts, anything, please leave them in a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you think. Also, if you wouldn't mind, I would love for you guys to follow me on Twitter at DavidMBook. You can also visit my blog, www.getrealrightnow.com. Hope you had a brilliant day. Talk to you guys later. See you on the flip side.